Have you ever had a boss that just seemed to totally understand you? They appreciated your nuances and the different way that you did things, and they understood your unique perspective or flair that you offered. And they were like that with everybody. They just seemed to be able to gel with whoever it was that they were working with. And on different projects, they even handled those differently compared to other projects. And even their personality sometimes. So if they're in a meeting with their upper levels, then they're all buttoned up and serious. But if they're just out on the floor hanging out with their coworkers, or maybe at a team happy hour or something, completely different person. This is somebody who has the individualization strength high, most likely. They just naturally understand, notice, and gravitate to uniqueness and differences. The last thing that they want is to treat everybody the same, have everybody think that they have to act the same, and do all the same type of work. So obviously, these type of bosses are going to fit in better in some work scenarios than others potentially. But if you have an individualization high as the employee, you're going to love this, that they appreciate this about you. But if you have it low, you might be a little skeptical, like, wait a minute, I don't know if I trust this person because they're all over the place with how they deal with things, and you're not really sure, like you just would prefer things to just kind of go along status quo. But if you have a boss who has individualization low, then that can be hard to deal with as well, because then sometimes those expectations are set like, nope, this is the way we do the job. I don't care that you have a different thought about it. I don't care that you can add this type of perspective or information or experience that you've had prior to it. Your uniquenesses are just not appreciated. They just kind of fall flat with a boss who has individualization low. But if you also have it low, that's potentially a good combination for you. Now, with these strengths, like I often say, there's no right or wrong, good or bad. So you might be put in a position someday with somebody who has it completely different than you do. And a lot of times it's just up to your perspective and your understanding. Like if you know this, then you can think, oh, I understand why this person, why my boss is acting this way. And hey, this could be a pretty good challenge for me to get used to this one way or another, because we can't go through life having everything tailored just for us. But we also don't want to go through life feeling stagnant, like we just blend in with the masses either. So a lot of times with all of these strengths, and my next video is really going to focus on this, is how do we manage each strength in each situation in terms of, is it benefiting us or is it potentially causing us some issues that we need to be aware of so that we can understand it more, accept it about ourselves, and even love it, but know how to manage it in different situations too. So I would love to know from you, first, do you feel like you have individualization high? And secondly, have you worked with somebody who has it high or low, and what was that like for you?